Hi, this is Steve Mouzon. There's an idea that we've been working on for a while now that really, we call it the original green, and it comes down to this, that originally the places that we built and the buildings that we built had to be green. They had no choice. Either people would die of heat strokes in the summer, freeze to death in the winter, or other really bad things would happen to them, so they couldn't live there. Well, what are the characteristics? Well, first of all, we can't even talk about green buildings until we actually have sustainable places to build them in, because it doesn't matter what the carbon footprint of the building is. If you have to drive everywhere, it means nothing. So the four foundations of sustainable places are, first of all, that they must be feasible, and then that they must be accessible, and then that they must be serviceable, and finally defensible. Now, what that means is the feasible is where you can actually get at least some of your food from right around the settlement. Accessible means that you can actually access things by many means other than just driving cars. Cars are a choice, but only one of several. Serviceable means not only that you can get the services of daily life, but also the people serving you can afford to live somewhere nearby. And finally, defensible is a place that you don't feel like that your life or your possessions are in imminent danger, nor the welfare and safety of your children. If you do those four things, then we can talk about sustainable buildings. And first of all, the first foundation of sustainable buildings, they must be lovable. Otherwise, they will be demolished and carted off to a landfill in a generation or two. After that, then it's meaningful to talk about durable buildings. And why can't we build like our ancestors did to last for 1,000 years rather than just the length of the mortgage? After it's durable, then it makes sense to talk about the flexibility of the building, because if it lasts for 30 or 40 generations, we have no idea what it'll be in that length of time. Finally, after all that, the fourth foundation is simply to be frugal. And frugality makes sense if we've done everything else before that. Right now, unfortunately, all people want to talk about is one aspect of frugality, which is something that I call gizmo green, which means that do you have really efficient gizmos, and let's throw in a little bamboo to boot and everything's okay. Well, everything's not okay. That's good to do. We need to do that. But don't leave the other things undone, because it's a much bigger picture than just the gizmo green.